Hello guys, today we continue in how can you calculate maximum point and minimum point by using the completing the square in the quadratic equation. In last video we have learned about the how can you calculate the minimum point by using the completing the square. So today we will focus on the find the maximum point. And if you want to find the maximum point about the completing the square, so it have to be the coefficient for a square will be the negative number. For example, like this, and plus maybe 9. Okay, so we have the y function in here, and if you have if you watch my video about the completing the square, you will know that because the coefficient for a square in this case is different to 1, so I want to take it outside. This means I will take the -1 and be outside the bracket, and inside the bracket you can change this become to the only the a square. And now the coefficient for a square in this case is in the bracket only the 1, and plus 4, and you take the -1 outside, you remains for about -4. So you're using the completing the square for inside the brackets with the number for a is 1. So in the same thing by the square of the difference like this, and using this formula. And you have a square here and minus the 2ab, in this case 2ab, and the b, the number for b is 2. So we add 2b square because the original function have no 2 square. So I will take the -2 square in this case and rewrite -9. And of course you combine the first 3 terms, it will be a -2 square outside, and you simplify the rest is -4 and -9. You will have the -13, and you will expand the equation. I will take the -1 times 2x -2 square, and -1 times -13 you have to plus 13. So based on the basic theorem like a square always greater than or equal to 0, we will using this thing for calculate the maximum point in here. You have, because any square number or the square of something will be greater than or equal to 0. So when I multiply both sides of this equation by -1, I will have the -2 square and less than or equal to 0. 2 reasons. First thing, -1 times the 0, you will got 0. And the second one is when you time the both sides of the inequality with the negative number, you have to change side of the inequality. Yeah. So from the greater than or equal, you change this become to less than or equal. And I will add the next step. I will add the both sides of this inequality with 13. 0 plus 13, you got 13 here, and here for y. So you can simplify that y will be less than or equal to 13. So that's why you got the maximum of y. Maximum y here is 13, and you can find the condition for y get the maximum point or maximum value. And when you get when you got y equal to 13, this means the square in this case will be equal to 0, because 0 plus 13 will be equal to 13. And then so we can condition for y get the for 13 in the case if x -2 will be equal to 0 or x equal to 2. So the maximum point for y is 13 at x equal to 2. Yes. So if you got the coefficient for a square is negative number, you will got the maximum point. And the last video we told you that if you got the positive number for a square, you will got the minimum point. Okay. Continue practice with this case. We have a y square, here is minus 2a square plus sh and plus 16. So in the same way, I will factorize minus 2 outside, a square minus 4h and minus h. Okay, recheck. Time again, you got the minus 2a square sh and plus 16. Okay, so I change here minus 2h and time 2, because so the number the value for b is 2 plus 2 square plus b square minus 2 square here, and rewrite for h. Okay, and combine the first three terms, you will got h minus 2 square. So minus 2 square plus 24 if you expand here, expand the previous step. Okay, so because h minus 2 square always greater than or equal to 0, and you time both sides of inequality to minus 2, negative numbers, you have to change side, and 0 here, and I will add both sides of this inequality to 24. So here you got to 24. So that's why you will, because y always less than or equal to 24, so you will got the y max, maximum for y equal to 24, and the condition for that if h minus 2 will be equal to 0 and h will be equal to 2. Study the two examples for find the maximum point from quadratic equation using the completing the square. So you can practice more about the both maximum point and minimum point now, and you can use you can work by yourself with this equation, the exercise minus 3a square plus 27h plus 81, or the second one, a square 4a square plus 16 and 84. Okay, so here you will have mean point, and in this case because the coefficient for a square is minus or negative, so you got maximum point. And the same is 5a square plus 10h and minus 125. Okay, find minimum point and maximum point for the three exercise by yourself, or you can compare with your partner. And thank you so much for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.